Hey guys, today is learning to let go of delusions. But first, my prelude. My name is Robert Francis. This is my On Conquering Schizophrenia YouTube channel. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I've been a therapist for 15 years, and I've been diagnosed with schizophrenia for a quarter century, and that puts just a little gray fleck in my beard. This is my jib for reasons of medical confidentiality. Thank you for joining me. As you know, I'm a Red Sox fan and we've won 7 straight. I don't know what's going on with them, but they're playing out of their minds. Delusions. I just want to talk about delusions. Remember, delusions are beliefs. They're beliefs, and there's two types of delusions. There's the more transient ones that we may believe for a little while, and then there's fixed delusions, ones that seem to recur in us over time, over months, over years, kind of our go-to delusions, if you will. But I wanted to talk about letting go of delusions. Let's say you have the delusion of having a microchip, the classic one of having a microchip in your brain, implanted in your brain by the government for malevolent purposes. Let's say you're walking around with that for a goodly amount of time. Let's say you have that delusion for a couple of weeks. You think there's a microchip in your brain. Well, let's say one day you wake up and it seems to have faded and you don't believe it anymore and it kind of goes away. That's the whole point with trying to get rid of delusions. This is insight that I'm talking about. So if you have a delusion and you're able to see evidence contrary to the delusion and you no longer believe the narrative behind the delusion and you let it go and it goes away, that means you just negated a delusion. So here's the rub. If you can negate one delusion, you can negate many, and you can keep doing it over time, and that's cumulative insight. So if you can negate one of your delusions and no longer believe it, that means you have the capacity to do it with all your delusions and to get rid of them. And this is insight. This is what insight is. So if you're able to let go of one delusion, you could do it with many. And if you can do it with many, then you're on your way to recovery. And that's insight, and that's coping with schizophrenia, and that's how the whole thing works. So that's it. Thanks for joining me. Go Red Sox. Let's go for 8 in a row today. Actually, it's a doubleheader today, so let's go for 9 in a row. I'll keep you up to date on the Red Sox because I know you're really interested in that part, mostly about the Red Sox. All right. Thanks, guys.